And we're following breaking news just into the Local 4 newsroom. Dozens of immigrants detained by ICE agents on Sunday have been ordered by a judge to leave the country. Some families across the city are wondering if they will ever see their loved ones again. Local 4's Meloni is joining us live now this afternoon with more on what's next for those who were detained, Rod, and their loved ones.
Yeah, Evrod, this is a highly emotional situation, and understandably so, because these people are facing deportation, most of them back to Iraq. But here's the thing, the Immigration and Customs Service says that many of these people either knew that this was coming or knew the possibility of it coming, and so it really should not be a surprise. The plaintive cries of families yesterday at the Immigration and Customs offices on Jefferson at Mount Elliott. The word had swept quickly through southeast Michigan's Chaldean community about the enforcement action as dozens were picked up for deportation. What the family members here didn't know at the time is that they watched their loved ones come out of the building in transport vehicles and were being brought to the Immigration and Customs facility, a jail really, in Youngstown, Ohio, because Detroit's facility is full. Today, Immigration and Customs put out this statement discussing the enforcement action. Iraq has recently agreed to accept a number of Iraqi nationals subject to orders of removal as part of ICE's efforts to process the backlog of these individuals. The agency recently arrested a number of Iraqi nationals, all of whom had criminal convictions for crimes including homicide, rape, aggravated assault, kidnapping, burglary, drug trafficking, robbery, sex assault, weapons violations, and other offenses. But this is catching the attention of those in Washington, D.C. And today we heard from Michigan Senators Debbie Stabenow and Gary Peters.
I think you have to look on a case-by-case basis. I mean, some of the enforcement actions that are going forward are involving folks who may have some sort of past criminal record, and certainly that is a concern if that's indeed what we're looking at as far as individuals who may have broken some sort of law. So it really has to be on a case-to-case basis.
The concern that I have is that the Chaldean community, as a Christian religious minority, is deeply threatened when they were in Iraq. And the concerns I have is if someone is now going back to Iraq, I'm sure their life is in jeopardy. So this is very serious. Families are extremely upset.
And she is discussing there a law that is on the books that I'm told by immigration lawyers is probably one of the most difficult to prove. And that is if you are sent back to the country that you could either be persecuted or killed. But in many ways, that is what is going to be fought here. In fact, there are attorneys across town filing emergency motions trying to get hearings for these people to allow them to stay with their families that you saw there who are so upset at seeing them move. Back to you, Efraim.
Well, Rod, a lot of people, including those family members of those who are now being deported, are wondering, why is this happening now?
Well, as I understand it, the way in Washington this has gone is that there have been negotiations, in particular with Iraq, in terms of them agreeing to take people back who are on our deportation list. And just recently, they have agreed to take these people back. And so that's how this started over the weekend.
Alrighty, Rod Meloni reporting live for us, a story that we've been following ever since it first started happening. Rod, thank you.